Frisky, independent distributor with GelMoment nail polish. I'm going to show you now how to create this effect, this seafoam look on your nail. So I have made my own mix of Clearly Frisky and Lovee Dovee, and I have one coat on my nail stick at this point. I'm going to take that mixture now and I'm going to do a second layer, but I'm not going to do the very edge up close to where my nail meets my cuticle. I'm just going to do about 2/3 of the nail. Okay, make sure that you cap the edges of your nail so that the polish stays on and the sides, and do a full cure. After the full cure, I'm going to take my Clearly Frisky and I'm going to put a layer over my entire nail. It doesn't need to be a thick layer, a thin layer will do. Just make sure it's nice and even. So get the whole nail. All right, now I'm going to take some pre-prepared gold leaf that I've made with Gilty Soirée. I'm going to take a little piece, I'm going to place it in the upper left-hand corner of my nail. I tried to select a piece that was a little rounded so it would fit nicely by the cuticle area. And then I'm going to take number 3 shimmer in Comparable, and I'm going to put some on a little flat brush and just tap it right over the top edge of the nail. Okay, I want this to kind of look like some sparkling sand up in the top left-hand corner of my nail. Okay, tap it around, take any excess off, and then I'm going to do one more step before I cure. I'm going to take a thin liner brush that has Lovee Dovee on it. And I am going to begin to create a few wave lines. I want to do this while the Clearly Frisky is still wet, so I'm going to come up in the area where I have the glitter and shimmer. I'm just going to do one, and then I'm going to move down a little bit more, kind of where the extra layer of my mixture polish is. I'm just going to put a really wavy sort of line in. I do not want this to be straight. I want it to be very natural looking, so wave your brush back and forth. Something like that. Then go ahead and cure. Now that I have a full cure done, I'm going to take Lovee Dovee, and I'm going to do some Lovee Dovee just in the bottom right hand corner of my nail, and it's going to go down on an angle, so a little bit lower on the left hand side, a little higher on the right hand side. Okay, it doesn't have to be super neat because we're now going to use our brush. We're going to dip into the Clearly Frisky, and we are going to drop different size drops of Clearly Frisky right into the wet Lovee Dovee. So just a whole bunch of dots. You can even do this with a dotter if you're more comfortable using the dotter instead of the brush, but different size drops. So pick up a lot of Clearly Frisky and drop a whole bunch in one spot, and then dot out tinier dots. These dots, the more random and varied in size that you can make them, the better it is going to look. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, now I'm just going to go back into my Lovee Dovee one more time, and I'm going to recreate that jagged line right at the edge in a couple of spots, just to make sure that it looks very organic, the way I like. And I'm going to do that in all the different areas. So the rougher and bumpier your hand is at this point, I think the better this design will look. Okay, so now I'm going to put that back in, give it a full cure. If you'd like, you can top with another layer of Clearly Frisky. Do another full cure, and your nail design is done. This is the seafoam nail. I like to pair this one and they look beautiful. Hope you give it a try. This is Jamie Lee, independent distributor with GelMoment Nail Polish. Have a great day.